A very good morning from Vanadzor. Today we have been blessed with sun and I'm so happy. It's not shining on me right now, but is shining on the city, as you can see over there. This morning Cosmo and I came up for a little hike, and I think I'm gonna do like a full loop, so I'll go a bit higher than usual, and I'm so out of shape. So it's good to get my heart pumping, and this is definitely a great start to this Monday and this week. So I've made it as high as I'm gonna go today. Man, I was not ready for this hike. It took me forever to get up here, but it's okay. It's so worth it. Check out this gorgeous view. And now we're gonna hang out up here for a bit and then head back home and start the day. I've hung out among the trees for a bit, but now it's getting cold, so we're gonna go home. So today I wanted to share how I bullet journal, and this is mostly for my friend Jeanne. So Jeanne, if you're watching, hello. So here I'll just quickly flip through what I've already done in my bullet journal, which has been since January. So basically my normal setup for the month includes the habit tracker and the mood tracker, and then I kind of fill in the other sections with whatever applies to that month. Here you can see I have Armenian practice. In January I did gratitude, and then here I have my goals for 2020, which I also marked so that I can refer back to. And I just have notes. And then sometimes I do highlights. Either I do daily highlights or monthly highlights. Some journaling. Here I have some financial tracking going on. So I was trying to save up $1,000 here, which I did not do, but it was fun to draw that little puzzle. So that's January. January was in blue. And then February, I moved to purple. You see I have the same layout with the habit and mood tracker and a little calendar. Again, my Armenian words and more gratitude, financial tracking. And then this spread I really like. This is a tracker for all of the books that I'm reading this month, especially because I'm in quarantine now. I have a lot more time to do that, so that's going to fill up a bit more. So actually I recently finished reading Orhan's Inheritance, so I'll highlight that in. Usually when I start reading a book, I write it on the bookshelf, and then when I finish it, I'll highlight it in a color. So right now I'm reading William Saroyan's selected short stories, which are amazing. Highly recommend. So I'm gonna write that in, and then whenever I finish that, I'll highlight it. So next I have February highlights, some notes, more notes. Here I put a sticker from an event that I was at in Batumi called the Creative Caucus, which was amazing. Here I kind of did a spread in between the months, but I don't know, I don't usually do this because it takes up a lot of space and it doesn't really do much, but it's a nice separator from month to month. And so here from February purple, I went to March with the pink highlighter. Same setup at the beginning of the month, so you can see kind of how my mood changed, which is really nice to see how it changes from month to month. It gives a lot of good perspective. This month I did highlight of the day instead of just monthly highlights. Again, financial tracking, notes, more trackers. Here, this was the first time I was experimenting with a workout tracker. So it was only from March 24th to March 31st, but the workout tracker it served me pretty well. It's nice to like visualize everything that I did, even though it wasn't that much, but it's still progress. More notes, Armenian practice, my daily kind of tasks that I was prioritizing. This page is blank, I haven't filled it in yet. So that's the end of March. I just had a blank page here that I haven't filled in yet, but I will. And now we start the April spreads. So again, I'll start with putting in my habit tracker, and every month I kind of switch up the habits that I put in. So this month I think I switched out 3 and changed them up a bit. I usually don't keep them all exactly the same, but the top, like yoga, meditation, journaling, Armenian, those pretty much stay the same because those are things that I do want to consistently keep working on. Putting in my mood tracker here. I do really like to have a visualization, although the only problem with the mood tracker is that usually I don't have the same mood throughout the day, right? In the morning I'll have one mood, in the afternoon another, but I'll just tally up pretty much what the overall day felt like. So here I just have a little calendar so that I know what date is what day of the week, and obviously if I wasn't in quarantine I would put like any trips here or, you know, weekend getaways on this calendar. All right, so next I'm just putting in the highlight of the day, and then I also decided to put in a spread for haikus. I don't know why, it just came to my mind at that moment to try and experiment with some haikus while I'm in quarantine. So I made a full page, and then I just wrote out all of the numbers for the highlight of the day for this month, and that's this page done, but it'll obviously fill up as the month goes on. So next I have a workout tracker. So this month I'm gonna experiment with something a little bit different, and then across from the workout tracker I've started putting in the 3 first days of April for all of my tasks, and then I'm just immediately writing in some things that I know I already have scheduled so that I don't forget. And then here I was deciding how to approach the workout tracker for this month, and so I decided to put a box for every day, and then I'll fill in what exercise I did on that day. So here you can see the little grid that I'm creating, and then at the top corner of each box I just put the date so that I can keep track. I usually don't use a ruler. I don't really find it super necessary if you're just kind of careful. It goes pretty straightforward. I'm adding in some quotes here to keep me motivated when I open the page, and then I'm just counting out the next spaces of lines so that I get the spacing right, because on the first page I screwed it up for the last day. So here on the opposite side I'm putting in my expense tracker, which is super simple. I just record all of the money I spend, and it's a nice way to keep track and kind of have a good understanding of where my money is going. Here I am finishing up the tracking page with some more quotes and motivation, so that every day when I open up to see what habits I want to do, I can kind of refer to the quote, and that usually like sets a theme for this month as well. So yeah, so it's always nice to have a quote. And then now I'll just show you a final flip through. So this is kind of what my setup for April looks like. And that's the whole bullet journal tour. I hope you enjoyed. This is, aside from my bullet journal, I also have another journal, which is this red one, which is where I actually journal. Like I'll usually write a page a day. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different self-quarantine vlog, and let me know if you try out bullet journaling, because I highly, highly recommend it.